Hi, Dad. It's Jim, your favorite son-in-law. I've been part of your family now for 37 years. Well, actually, maybe not right away, until at least you and Mom were convinced my intentions with your daughter were genuine and honorable. One of the greatest aspects of my life was when you and Mom invited me to come down and live with you in Virginia after Cheryl and I got engaged. It was a fresh start for me in so many ways, and we've been so happy to live our lives here in Northern Virginia with you. You were also the reason I got started in my career in program management, which actually has become a career-long pursuit in managing technology. I always thought it was great being in meetings with you during those couple of years at Secor, as I was exposed to executive decision-making very early on in my career, and how the leadership there really respected your opinions. Certainly the F-18 contract with the Royal Australian Air Force was a highlight, as your negotiating skills were key to winning that contract. In fact, your negotiating skills were never more on display than the time when the Hyatt in Crystal City made a huge mistake and double-booked the hotel for our wedding over the 4th of July weekend. And of course, they realized this just after we had our invitations engraved. Fortunately, they were able to accommodate us at the Hyatt on Capitol Hill. And in the end, you got them to give us everything we were getting before at the same price, plus the presidential and bridal suites for the weekend and a lot of other things as well. How special it was to get married on the 4th of July in our nation's capital, and what a wedding it was. People who were there still talk about it to this day. And of course, you're also responsible for corrupting me, as well as your sons, with both cigars and martinis. When we were on our many vacations together, when 5 o'clock came around, it was a great ritual to have a round of drinks or two. It was also a great experience, and of course you spoiled us terribly, going to all the Caps games and the Capitol Club back when you had season tickets at the Cap Center. The seats were great, the team was great, and the dinners before and the desserts after were awesome. And of course, when the babies started coming, you and Mom were always there for us whenever we needed you. And both of our sons have had such a deep relationship with both of you to this day. And when Cheryl was put to bed for the last 2 months being pregnant with Matthew, with me working on Desert Storm and trying to finish my master's all at the same time, you and Mom were able to have Benjamin essentially live with you. Our trips together to Portugal, Disney World, Israel, the cruises, and of course the Outer Banks were all great family experiences and provided many happy memories. Those were some very special times, and I think because you always wanted the family together is a big reason why all the cousins feel so close to one another. And you helped me so much as I increasingly got involved with the synagogue, eventually becoming president, with you as our chief financial advisor. You helped me, as well as the congregation, succeed, navigating us through some challenging financial times as we opened Phase 2. But you also earned the deep respect of everyone that worked with you on financial matters. Your signature creation was the contingency fund that has helped Beth Emeth be prepared when things invariably arise that must be taken care of. You've also been such a great financial advisor to us through our entire married life, advising us what to invest in, us having a savvy CPA doing our taxes, helping us so much in saving for the boys, your helpful investment newsletters, etc. The fact that you've been retired for nearly a third of your life is in itself a testament to your financial and investment savvy. And while we're at it, I want to thank you again for your service to our country in the big one, WW2. How special was it that you were not only an officer navigator, but also one of the first to be trained to use radar as well? All the great stories. And it was truly an honor to participate directly in one of the 494th excursions to Mobile, Alabama. So getting back to the original point, I have 3 specific things that I will always remember and attribute to you for saying. The one that started it all, when you said to me that you wonder what people will remember you for, is never argue about facts, as they can always be looked up and verified. How present is this philosophy decades before there were such things as the internet and smartphones, since nowadays everybody has the ability to look those things up at their fingertips. Another item that has always stuck with me was your saying that when you're early in your career, you get paid for what you do, but as you progress through your career, you get paid for what you know. This has been another truism as I've progressed through my own career. But the classic of all your sayings is, never go to bed mad, as you have always strived to achieve in your relationship with Mom, and I think rather successfully. So many memories. I could go on, Dad, but we have many more people on this video who also want to wish you their best. You have done so much for me, for Cheryl, and for the boys. We are all forever in your debt. You have touched so many lives, been a great provider for your family, and have always treated me like a son. So for all these reasons and many more, I just want to say thank you, Dad. Happy 90th birthday, and I love you very, very much.